Okay, here we are on the 5th floor of a condo that we're staying at. They have stairs as well. And let's go upstairs. Okay. Well, there's the view from the rooftop. Let's go out here a little bit. Come out here in the sun and bake. Alright, I've had enough sun. We just walked here from the BTS station, the train station, with our luggage in tow. There's no air conditioning in the hallway. And when we got here early, about 15 minutes early, there was no air conditioning in the office waiting area. So they just don't do air conditioning here. So there's the first room is going to be Anushka's room. So I already started emptying her suitcase for her. But there's the air conditioning for Anushka's room, which I turned on. And then she has an attached bathroom and it's a nice setup with a nice shower. Look, you can see there's no shower window or anything. It's just an open room with a shower in it. All right, so let's go back around. There's the front door there, and come down this hallway, and there's the restroom. Here's a washer, but the sign says the washer machine is broken. I think if I was running an Airbnb or whatever this is, I'd make sure the washer was working. But I don't know, it's kind of, that's normal to have a washing machine, but they don't have a dryer. So to me, it's kind of pointless in this humid climate to have a washing machine with no dryer, because you would have to hang it out on the porch. And there's, it would take, a couple days to dry. And the walls peeling away, probably because of the condensation line from the air conditioner is leaking, I would assume. It does have a microwave and a refrigerator. Yeah, there's even a couple bottles of water. Sink, but there's, other than the microwave, there's no way to do any cooking. And here's the balcony area, which a lot of times the balconies will have that air handler on the balcony, leaving very little, if any, room to hang any clothes. And then there's always that screened-in area, which I don't know what that's all about. I think it keeps the birds away, number one. It keeps people away, I'm guessing. And here's the master bedroom. So you've got closets here, and I don't know what that area over there is going to be, but you can hang some clothes here. And here's the view from the window. There's a pool down there. It looks kind of green, so I don't know if that's the color of the tile or the color of the water. I'm not sure. And then the master bath. I guess we have a closet over here too. Oh, it's got some drawers. It's separating in the back. Interesting. Nice bathtub. And this shower has actually a glass door on it. Anyhow, so this is our first day back in Bangkok, the last leg of our trip, the last 8 days of our trip. And we wanted to get a place to be close to the Skytrain so we could get around Bangkok fairly easily. And the Skytrain is the simplest way to get around. Taxis are cheap, tuk-tuks are cheap, problem with depending on how far you're going, the traffic is so bad that it takes forever to get around. So we just came in from the Suvarnabhumi airport and hit the BTS Skytrain at the airport, came in the middle of town, transferred to another train, and it was easier this time than the first time when we first got here, because it wasn't, I think the first time we got here was around rush hour, and it was crazy. So this time wasn't too bad, other than the fact we're lugging around 2 or 3 large suitcases. So I think that I would recommend, if possible, you bring a large backpack, which I've done before on a trip to Chicago last in the fall of 2023. I think we just took one large backpack, which I carried, and the girls took their small backpacks, and we fit everything in that. So I would recommend doing that whenever you're, especially anywhere where you're on a foreign trip. Most of these foreign countries, what people in the United States don't realize is the benefits of living in the United States when it comes to being able to be mobile, because it's so set up for handicapped people, and even simple things like the stairs. The stairs are all the same amount. Each stair has the same height to it. Foreign countries, it's not that way. Foreign countries, people in wheelchairs are just out of luck. I mean, there's just many places they can go. But it was nice to be able to get the suitcases on the train and get it. But every time we had to go up and down on, they call them lift instead of elevators here, lift. And they're so small that we could barely get the 3 of us and 3 suitcases into this lift. So yeah, there's just different things. I mean, like I said, started to say, we need to take about half the amount of stuff we took, put them in a backpack, and that way, stairs and uneven sidewalks, which if they have a sidewalk here in Thailand, it's usually occupied by stuff that people have shops on. They just put it out front of the sidewalk, and you end up having to walk in the street most of the time anyway. And like I said, that's not that uncommon in several countries. So anyway, that's the tour of this place, and I believe so here's another issue. When you book hotels with 2 people, you can get very inexpensive hotels. $40 for a nice place is pretty easy. But when you add the 3rd person, for whatever reason, it's almost like the price doubles. And so we knew we were going to be here 8 days. We just lucked out and got an Airbnb, and this place has got some issues, obviously, but it's right in the middle of everything. The beds are clean, the floors are clean, everything's pretty clean. And so I think Nee has booked this place for about $40 a night. If not, I'll put it on the screen above this section. But $40 a night is a really good price for this area. And so far we've paid, I think the last place was the least expensive place in Chiang Rai. We paid $20 a night. And once again, the beds were clean, but the bathroom was falling apart, and there was hardly any room to even. We brought one suitcase up. It was upstairs. We had to lug it up the stairs. There was no lift, so we brought one suitcase up there and spent 3 nights there. It was $20 a night. And in Chiang Mai, we were paying $100 a night. And I think the first week the 1 week when we were in the island of Koh Chang at the Tranquil Bay residence, we were paying, gosh, I don't know, I think that was $50 a night. So you can get various prices if you look hard enough. And the bottom line is, a trip to Thailand is going to cost you about 30% what the same trip would cost you in you know, the United States or England or Australia or something like that. Anyway, we're here for 8 days and then we're off to Las Vegas, go home. Okay, now I'm standing outside the building we're staying in. It's at the end of this little alley, kind of an alleyway. It looks like there's a nice house right there. And building a high-rise there. High-rise, 2 of them over there. Anyway, this is kind of a double building here. And there's a pool in the middle. And I gotta walk all the way down to the end. Well, it's not all the way, it's not that far. Just walk down here and take a right. Once I get down there, I'll restart the camera so you can see what's down there. Okay, I'm here down at the end of the alley. Had a little friend walking with me there for a minute. Anyway, so now we look down to the right and you can see, let's look back down that way, and then you look this way and you can see that structure straight ahead. It looks like 2 or 3 stories. You can see a train up there right now. So that's how close we are to the train station, and it makes it easy to get around the city. What do you think, buddy? Huh? Yeah? All right. Anyway, there's some taxi tuk-tuks at the end of the drive here that'll take us anywhere the train won't take us to. So it's a really nice, easy way to get around, being over here at this condo. So now I'm down at the end of that little alleyway over here by the BTS station, and it's a hub of activity around here. You've got all kinds of vendors, even back down there, set up to sell food. So no one's ever going hungry in this town, that's for sure. And I was trying to figure out what this place is. Perfect two-way radios, I guess. Then there's a little barber shop. I don't know where the door is to it, but that's interesting. And then we got a massage and pharmacy over here. And I wonder what this here. It's like breakfast. The breakfast club. Oh, great. Maybe I can get some what I would consider normal breakfast for Americans here. That would be awesome. It's a place called the Coffee Club. I'm gonna duck in here and get myself a bite.